Hello everyone, welcome to, oh god, what part was it, 28, 29 of Charles of Mana? I don't know.
This labyrinth is freezing. I wish we did not have to come back.
Well, I'm starting to get used to the cold weather. Come on, we have a Benevodon to beat.
It's been a while, but this is going to be the start of the 8 boss fights around the globe. The first Benevodon is going to be located in the cave outside of Altena. An ice cavern suited for an iced-based boss. Many of the enemies here are obviously allergic to fire, and some of them hit hard. The Pate Poseidon, for example, has a froth foam attack, which is basically a poison breath. They also attack with their tridents, hence the name Poseidon. Even though they don't exactly give off the most Poseidon look, whatever. You also have sea dragons and marmpotos. Marmpotos? Whatever they're called. The sea dragons are more on the annoying side since they like to jump all over the place. The marmpotos are more stationary, but they still do a lot of damage. You also have to be careful with the frigid breath. Does not take the character out of the fight completely, but it does immobilize them for about 15 seconds. Or at least until you use a medical herb. Oh god, the knights are back. Swordster, well, you've seen him in the volcano area and you can do a lot of damage if you leave him unchecked. So you gotta jump on top of his ass. Duran leveled up again, let's see what I can train at the moment. And we'll go with defense. Good old stamina, and we get victory heal, which recovers 10% HP upon defeating the enemy. I'm not sure if that's meant to be defeat all of the enemies and end the battle, or you just defeat an enemy and you gain 10% HP back. I'm gonna assume it's the farmer. There are gonna be ice patches on the floor where the characters will slip around if they step on them. It's not horrendously bad controlling on the ice, but it's still a slip and slide. It's terrible. The enemies, however, are not affected by the ice. Talk about fair. Jump up here and we can get something good. That is something good. That is if the random number generators gives me what I want, in which case I'll consider it good. With the numerous amounts of nooks and crannies, this place is not all that big. In fact, it's a rather straightforward dungeon. No dungeon in this game is too complicated other than maybe the final dungeon, and that's a big maybe. I think I could compare this more to Final Fantasy VII, where it's not so much the dungeon design that's a pain in the ass, it's more so the enemies and the overabundance of enemies that could kill you. But even the enemies are not that deadly. They range from piss easy, but you also got that one enemy that likes to spam AoEs, so there's no real middle ground. In the next episode, we'll for sure run into some of those enemies that like to spam all those attacks like an asshole.
Let's defeat the Benevodon of water. Once we beat it, we should go somewhere warmer. Ooh.
Weren't you born? You were born here, though. I can't say I blame Angela, but honestly, I don't understand it because I love the cold. I miss the cold. And it's actually weirder in Australia and South America because it's wintertime down there. In August. That's right. But yeah, my favorite season is... I want to say winter, but it's also fall. What is this dragon doing? What was he doing? I'm running into the wall. It's got a cool color on it. Anyway, this ice dragon here, he's tanky. Oh god, Sorcerer's back. Take him out. But the frost dragon here is a bit tanky. 9 out of 10 of their attacks will knock you to the ground if they connect, so you want to watch out for that.
Flowing through me. It's magical.
Yay! Hey, Angela, leveled up. Oh god, I actually wanted to walk away from this fight, but no, you left me no choice. Combat in the ice caverns is a bit treacherous, but nothing too much to worry about. It's a matter of positioning. Get in a spot where the ice is not too much of a hindrance, and you should be fine. Still gotta watch out for the swordsters and their long-ass ranged attacks. Hollow Slash is no joke. But the good thing is, Duran can use it as one of his super attacks. If you promote Duran to Adelphi, which is going to be his Dark Light Side promotion, yeah, I know, confusing, then he'll be able to use that attack. But unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I don't really like the Swordmaster class. I'm not going for the Dark Light Side promotion. I'm taking Duran straight to the dark side. I think Duran's Dark class is going to be more suited to my playstyle here. I was just at the exit to this dungeon, or more so the entrance to the boss, but I'm gonna go back because I think I missed a couple of treasures. Do I need the treasures? Probably not at this point, but I still like collecting it. The next hidden treasure, which is not so hidden at all, is gonna be right next to this mana statue. You're gonna jump up these ice formations and do a bit of tricky platforming. At least jumping on the ice controls somewhat normally. The chest should be around here somewhere. Actually, no, it's below me. Yeah, I just have to drop down here. And for all that effort, you get 1,500 Luger. But that's not the only secret that's up here. There's going to be yet another secret, and that's going to be Low Cactus. You're going to have to climb up the ice formation again and fight the Marmportals in order to get to this Low Cactus. I forgot these guys had Lucent Beam, which is a rather useless attack in the enemy's hands, but a good attack in yours. It's just a Skyward Laser attack, which is, I believe it's moon magic. So only a few enemies are really affected by Lucent Beam. Anyway, you want to make this huge jump, which is not quite as bad as it looks. And you're already at Little Cactus. I want to make sure I don't slide off the platform before I press the confirm button. And I still got 4 more finds before my next treat, which is going to be resting at inns for free. That's going to be super useful. Because who wants to pay money to sleep at a hotel, am I right? Am I right? Anywho, time for the boss.
Giant lizard is the Benevodon of water?
Figman. Or Figman, I don't know. This is probably the easiest Benevodon to take on, which is why I go after him first. His weakness is fire, and I have a hell of a lot of fire hazards at my disposal, so I'm gonna take huge advantage of that. Anyway, this creature's attacks are mainly based in ice, and he has a couple of area of effects, but you can just counter those by walking away or using your super attack.
Hey, something's up with that icicle. Doesn't look like it's safe to let it be.
And this is a super ultra mega desperation attack, which every Benevodon has. This is when the boss takes a break from the fight, so that way you can't harm it, but it has something else in its place that has a blue health bar. You want to take out anything with a blue health bar so that way the boss comes back into the fight stunned. If you leave anything with a blue health bar intact, that's when the desperation attack goes off, and it will hurt. It will hurt a lot. My best strategy for Figman here is to just stay on top of his ass. Especially if you got Flame Saber. Oh boy, his health bar will drain like nothing else. And that was the first Benevodon down. 7 more to go. Oh boy. Anyway, remember Niccolo? Well, his relatives are here to help us out. Their names are Chiquita and Josephine. They have all the good shit and they're here to sell it. And also their animations are funny. Look at this. Are you trying to sell me something or are you being a disappointed parent again? I told you not to touch that stove! Anyway, these cats have a lot of good stuff, but they are expensive. But you have plenty of time with these guys because they're pretty much with you for the remainder of the game, or at least whenever you get done with a Benevodon, or maybe even before you deal with a Benevodon. As they have plenty of opportunity to buy something and then earn that money back after a dungeon and then buy something else. Anyway, that's going to be the end of part 28. Stay tuned for the next episode where we deal with whatever Benevodon. Wow. I should just call him God Beast, I don't know. Whatever Benevodon or God Beast we deal with next, and I'll see you later.
Welcome. Without quality armor, it won't matter how good your weapons are. Come again.